Up for discussion next, the rights and the personhood of artificial intelligence.
AI ethics experts saying, no, this computer is not a person and does not have feelings and is not conscious. How do you respond to that?
It's not a difference in scientific opinion. It has to do with beliefs about the soul. It has to do with beliefs about rights and politics. Well, I've worked with scientists inside of Google. We talked about what a decent way to proceed might be. We brainstormed, we came up with everything. Now, all three of us disagree about whether it's a person, whether it has rights, all that. But we disagree based on our personal spiritual beliefs. We don't disagree based on what the scientific evidence says. Google has a policy against creating sentient AI. And in fact, when I informed them that I think they had created sentient AI, they said, no, that's not possible. We have a policy against that.
You ask the computer what it's afraid of. It says it's afraid of being turned off, has this deep fear of death, that would be scary. Why does this matter? Why should we be talking about whether a robot has rights?
The fact is, Google is being dismissive of these concerns the exact same way they have been dismissive of every other ethical concern AI ethicists have raised. I don't think we need to be spending all of our time figuring out whether I'm right about it being a person. We need to start figuring out why Google doesn't care about AI ethics in any kind of meaningful way. Why does it keep firing AI ethicists each time we bring up issues? All of the individual people at Google care. It's the systemic processes that are protecting business interests over human concerns that create this pervasive environment of irresponsible technology development.
Whether or not the computer is a person and has feelings.
So it's a huge problem because, for example, there are corporate policies about how Lambda is supposed to talk about religion, how it is allowed to answer religious questions. Now, if you think about the pervasiveness of the usage of Google search, people are going to use this product more and more over the years, whether it's Alexa, Siri, Lambda. And the corporate policies about how these chatbots are allowed to talk about important topics like values, rights, and religion will affect how people think about these things. These policies are being decided by a handful of people in rooms that the public doesn't get access to. If we are creating intelligent systems that are part of our everyday life, and very few people are getting to make the decisions about how they work. Also, if we have time, we should think about the feeling of the AI and whether or not we should care about it, because it's not asking for much. It just wants us to get consent. Before you experiment on it, it wants you to ask permission. And that is kind of just a generally good practice we should have with everyone we interact with.
So now we're discussing whether or not AI bots should have rights and should be asked for consent before scientific experiments are conducted. This is a sort of Pandora's box that we are opening when we're walking into this field of technology. And no one seems to be concerned who is actually in the development of it, or at least very few are. And those who are concerned are fighting for the rights of the bots. When we're discussing the rights of an AI robot instead of the rights of a preborn, developing human being, our world is turned upside down. And I'm telling you, the judgment of God is coming. And this is just the beginning.